Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd House, my friends over at yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today we're going to work on the cabled hat, and this is with the pom-pom. So you can decide to add the pom-pom or leave it off. It's up to you. There are 3 different sizes in this one pattern, and we have an 18-inch, 20-inch, and 22-inch brim. So when we're working through these instructions, you're going to notice is that we're going to keep it all pretty much similar to each other, but then the small size here diverts here, and then the medium size is here, and then the large size is here. So you see once you get into round number 11, 11 and 12 for the small is here, 11 and 12 for the medium is here, and then large 11 and 12. Once you've just completed your instruction for whatever size you're working on, then you progress to all sizes, then working through the remaining of this section here, and that will take you all the way to the end. In today's tutorial, just for demonstration reasons, I am going to teach you the large size because I want this for myself, but I'm going to rely on you, and I will cover the instructions then for the small and medium just to read those to you to make sure that you get it before you can carry on. So I'm going to be using today Red Heart with Love with a 5.5mm size crochet hook, and you'll also need a 6.5mm size USK hook in order to complete this as well. So when we're looking at these instructions, it says with the hat with the larger hook, that's the 6.5 size K, and you'll be doing that, and usually it's near the end, which if I just zoom here somewhere, usually near the end it's going to tell you to use a smaller hook in order to reduce down so that you have a little bit of a tighter brim area as well. So without further ado, let's head on into this pattern and let's get ourselves started, and let's begin. So let's begin today's pattern with an adjustable ring. It's also called a magic ring. Put the yarn strand in front of your hand like this. This is an intermediate level video. We do have videos for these magic rings on our channel if you need a much slower version. So just putting it in front, just turning it over and cross like that. Then slip the hook underneath that yarn and pick it up, and then chain 1 to lock it like that. So now we're going to start with round number 1. Again, if you need a slower video, I'll put a link in the more information of this video just in case you want that as well. As we begin today, all the sizes are the same at this point, and when I tell you, then we're going to divide off into the small, medium, and large. But for now we're going to begin. So we've already just locked it with the chain 1, so you don't need to chain 1 already, and you're going to put 8 single crochets into the adjustable ring. When you crochet, crochet right up over top of the 2 strands itself so that you can actually pull it shut at the end. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so I want to verify that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Once you're happy with it, just pull this strand, and that will tighten in and close off the center, and pull it as tight as you can. And before you move on, I want you to slip stitch to the top of the first one. If you're not sure, count it back. It's the 8th one away, and just slip stitch, and we're not quite done yet. So pulling that other piece, I want you to put this into a tapestry needle, and the only way to really secure that at the end is to be able to hide it with a tapestry needle. So putting it within a tapestry needle, just right where it is, I want you just to glide it back and forth a total of 3 times into the center, and this will prevent that from falling out. So if you trim that and don't do this, it will definitely fall out on you, and it will give up the total top of your hat. So back and forth 3 times, and then you can cut that right down into the project, and the top of your hat is now closed, and you're going to turn it back the other way. And now let's begin round number 2. Because this is an intermediate level, I'm going to give you the set of instructions for the repeat and then let you do it, and then you can pause me then. So round number 2, you're going to chain up 1, and then in every stitch going around, there's a total of 8 of them, you want to put 2 single crochets into each of the stitches. So 2 stitches are 2 single crochet into each of the stitches all the way around, and then when we come back, just slip stitch it to join it to the top of the very first single crochet that you started with. Please do this all the way around, 2 single crochets in each. So at the end here, just join it with a slip stitch to the beginning single crochet. So in future, I'm just going to say just come all the way around, join it, and then meet me back in the next round. Let's begin round number 3. In round number 3 we're now going to start those looping effects that we would like to do. So to do that we're going to start off in chaining 1, and you want to put 2 single crochets into the first stitch. So 1 and 2, and watch what we're doing. So those cables are made up of chain 12s. So just chain 12 now. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12, and then simply just come to the very next stitch available to you, and I want you to single crochet into the next stitch, and then in the next stitch after that put in 2 single crochets. So 1 and 2. So to recap then, after that's done, chain 12 again. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and then coming into the next one, so just right there, single crochet that first one, and then the next one has 2 single crochets, and then do that all over again. So chain 12 and etc. Please do that all the way around. You should have 8 of these chain 12 spaces going all the way around. When you come around on number 3 you're doing your chain 12. There is 1 stitch left, so it's just gonna be a single crochet, and when we started, if you remember, there was 2 single crochets before we did the chain, so then that keeps it in sync. So just slip stitch to the beginning single crochet that you did. Okay, and that completes off round number 3. Make sure you do have 8 of these chain 12 spaces going all the way around, and let's move on to round number 4. As we begin round number 4, make sure the loops are staying towards you, so don't let them stay in behind. Okay, so let's begin round number 4. Chain up 1, and right where you're sitting I need you to put in 2 single crochets to start. So 1 and 2, and putting the loop in front of you, what you have to do then is just do 1 single crochet in the next, and just move this in front and go to the next single crochet that's after that loop and single crochet. Okay, so that keeps that loop in front. So let's review again. So the next one will have 2 single crochets. So 1 and 2. The next one is 1 by itself, and move this in front, and the next one just after it has 1 by itself. Okay, so let's review again. So there's 2 into the next, 1 and 2, 1 before the chain 12 loop, move it in front, and then 1 directly in the single crochet after the loop, and continue that same idea going all the way around for round number 4. So I'm coming all the way around. This is the last chain 12 loop. I've already put in there a single crochet just before it. There's only technically 1 stitch left after that loop, so keep it in front, single crochet it, and then join to the beginning one where you put 2 single crochets in the beginning. And so make sure all these loops are facing up so the back is completely empty, and let's move on to round number 5. So round number 5 we're going to chain up 1, and you'll put 2 single crochets in the first one. So the repeat pattern for this one is really quite easy. So there's 2 in the first one, and then there's going to be a single crochet in the next 3 in a row. That's it. So then there's 2 in the next one, 1 and 2, and then the next 3 are by itself. So 3 by itself. So please do this all the way around for round number 5. When you're coming up to the end of number 5, there's just 3 single crochets that are by themselves. That's nothing special, that's just keeping in count, and then you're just going to join it to the beginning single crochet. So let's begin round number 6. Round number 6 we're going to grow out, so just chain up 1, and then it'll be 2 single crochets in the first one, and then this time there's 4 single crochets by itself. So 1 2 3 and 4, and then you'll put 2 into the next, and then 4 by itself, 2 in the next, and 4 by itself. Please do this all the way around round number 6. So I just finished round number 6. I have everything done. I slip stitched. I'm ready for round number 7. So round number 7 we're going to start introducing these chain spots again. Let's begin number 7. So let's begin number 7. You're going to chain up 1, and you'll put 2 single crochets into the first stitch. So 1 and 2. Then you're going to put in 4 single crochets in a row. So 1 2 3 and 4. Now you're going to add a chain 12 space. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then simply come into the next stitch and single crochet, and that's the end of a repeat. So the repeat is 2 single crochets in the first one, 4 in a row, chain 12, and then 1 into the last. So let's just do it one more time. So the next one has 2 into the same one, and then you'll have 4 in a row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then a chain 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then single crochet into the one after that and start the repeat all over again. So 2 into the next, 4 in a row, chain 12, 1 into the next, and then start that again. Please do this all the way around, round number 7. So coming to the end of round number 7, I'm just single crocheting in the last one and then just joining it to the top of the first single crochet. So now the next 3 rounds, 8, 9, and 10 are next, and they're each the same round. So rounds 8, 9, and 10 are all the same. You're just gonna do 1 single crochet in each. So chain 1 and put 1 single crochet in each. As you're passing by these chains, make sure that you fold them in front and keep them in front of the work so that they stay on the front side. And when you get all the way around, just slip stitch and then just chain up 1 and do 1 single crochet again. So you're doing the last one before the loop, fold it forward, and do the next one right after the loop, and keep that in front. So I want you to do rounds number 8, 9, and 10 just single crochet in each, going all the way around, and I'll see you the next one, round number 11, where all the sizes then change from this point forward. So right where we are is the end of round number 10. So round number 11 for all the different sizes are different stitch multiple, so in order to continue the circumference to be slightly different. Now the circumference when it comes to the end will either be 18, 20, or 22 inches. So the small will be 18 inches, the medium will be 20 inches, and the large is 22 inches. I'm going to proceed to the large one for myself, but I'm gonna walk you through now the small size, then medium, and then continue along with the large. For those doing the small size, all you just need to do is chain up 1 and do a single crochet into the first 6 stitches. Then you're going to chain 12 and then put another single crochet into the next stitch. Then you'll start again. So single crochet into the next 6, chain 12, single crochet in the next, and you're gonna repeat that over and over, and then at the very end you're just going to slip stitch to the first single crochet. Then in round number 12 you're going to repeat round number 8, which is just chain 1 and do 1 single crochet all the way around and then slip stitch to the first. So this is a small size. This is what you need to do. Let's move on to medium size next. So medium size has a growth in it where the small size didn't. So in the medium you're going to chain up 1 and put 2 single crochets into the first stitch, 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches, then you'll do your chain 12 and then single crochet in the next stitch. So the repeat pattern will then be 2 single crochets in the next stitch, single crochet into the next 5 stitches, chain 12, and then 1 single crochet in the next, and you'll repeat that over and over, and at the very end you'll slip stitch to the first single crochet. In round number 12 it's the same as round number 8. Round number 8 was just chain 1 and put 1 single crochet into each, and then that would then take you then to the round number 13, which then will be after this. So I'm going to then move on to the large size next and actually do this on camera. In the large size we're going to work the same as round number 11 of the size medium. So I'm going to look here and follow this information here. Now it says round number 12 we're going to do another growth, so we're gonna make it slightly bigger than again, and then once that's done then we continue to repeat round 8 for rounds number 13 and 14. So no matter what size you did, we're all gonna end up here and the all sizes of round number 13 and 14. I'm going to move on to round number 11 now. So the medium size is going to be showing on how to do this size up here, and then we're going to then do this size here for round number 12. So it's the same. So you get the best of both worlds. Let's begin the large size now, round number 11. Let's begin round number 11. So this is the large size and it's the same as round number 11 for the medium size. So if you want to see it, it can be done this way as well. So you're just gonna chain up 1 and do a single crochet in the first stitch, 2 of them, sorry, 2 into the first, and then 1 single crochet into the next 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and now you're going to chain your 12, So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you'll do 1 single crochet in the next one right after that, and then begin the repeat pattern once again. So the repeat pattern, just to recap, is 2 single crochets into the next, and then you'll put 5 single crochets in a row, chain 12, 1 single crochet after that, and that's the end of that repeat. So please do this all the way around. This is round number 11. So I'm coming up all the way around. I'm just single crocheting into the last one and then just joining it. So if this was the medium size, all you just need to do then is just chain up 1 and then do 1 single crochet in each. Make sure that you do move these in front. But I am working on the large size, so let's do round number 12 then, and we're gonna do another expansion round again, making sure that these are in front. So let's move on to number 12 in the large size now. In round number 12 you're gonna chain up 1 and you'll put 2 single crochets in the first one, so 1 and 2, and this time there will be 7 singles in a row. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just move this in front, keep it in front, and go to the one right after it, and this is 7. So starting again, and you'll notice that it's the first one of the grouping of 2, so it'll be 2 singles in there, and then 7 in a row. Again, make sure that loop is in front, and then 2 into the next. So please do that all the way around, round number 12 for the large size. So I just finished off round number 12 of the large size. I'm now ready for rounds number 13 and 14, and all of us, the small, medium, and large, will all pick up in the same part, all from the same part in the next one. So let's begin round number 13. So rounds number 13 and 14, and welcome back to the small and medium sized people. So what we have here is that we're moving on to 13 and 14, and all you're just doing is just chaining up 1 and do 1 single crochet in each of the stitches all the way around. Please do this for round number 13 and 14, and meet me back here in just a moment. So just finishing up number 14, I just slip stitched it, and that's it. So rounds number 15, 16, 17, and 18 is a repeat for several times before you're getting to the very end or the brim of this hat. So we're gonna take you to the instruction. I'm going to show you a few things that you may want to do for yourself, and then I'm going to demonstrate. So let's do that. So round number 15, all sizes are in the same instruction. So if you're not familiar with how sizes are changed, this here, the first number is small, medium, and large. So you're going to choose the number that matches the size hat. So in my case I'm going to do 8. So what I would do if you were not watching me is that I would circle the number 8 for myself. So if you were doing the small, medium, circle the ones that make sense for you. Okay, so in the brackets it's going to be the last one for me. So if you're doing the small size, it's 1 single crochet in the first 6, and then chain 12, and then 1 single crochet in the next, single crochet in the first 6, and etc. So it's what you already know. It's just a difference of a count. For the medium, you're going to single crochet in the first 7, and then chain 12, single crochet in the next, single crochet in the next 7, and then chain 12, single crochet in the next, and you'll do that all the way around. For the size I'm working on, for the large, I'm going to single crochet in the first 8, 12 it's chain 12, sorry, and 1 single crochet in the next, and then single crochet in the next 8, and then etc. So we have to repeat the rounds number 15 all the way to 18 just like this several times. So it says, once we do it once, it says repeat rounds 15 to 18 4 more times. So what I do here is that I'm going to check it off, and I circle the top because the top is the one that has that special instruction of the number that you will choose. So I'm going to just write down the number 8 here. So when I'm thinking about what I have to do, I'm just gonna keep an eye on that. So the first round is going to be that one with the chain 12, and the rest of the 3 are just 1 single crochet in each. Then you're going to do your chain 12 again, and then single crochet in the next 3 rounds, and etc. And everybody will end up at the end of number 34. So I will demonstrate round number 15 using the large size as an example, and then 16, 17, and 18 are just single crochets, and then I'm gonna leave the remaining of this section here for you to do on your own, and then I'm going to pick you back up here, and we're going to begin doing the beginning, or like the brim area of fastening in all those chain 12 loops. So let's begin round number 15 choosing the size that you are doing. So chain up 1 and you will do 1 single crochet in either the next 6, 7 or 8, and in my case it's going to be 8. So it's that's 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So you may have a different count there depending on the size you're doing. Then you're going to chain your 12, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then coming back into the next one. So you'll single crochet the number that you circled, or sorry, you'll single crochet in the next one, and then the next set then is the number that you circled. So in my case it'll be 8 and then chain 12, single crochet the next, and then 8, chain 12, single crochet the next, and you'll do that all the way around. So please do this all the way around, round number 15. Now that I finished round number 15, it doesn't matter what size you were doing, the next 3 rounds are going to be the same. So 16, 17 and 18 is just 1 single crochet in each. So what I want you to do at that point is that once you get those 3 rounds done all the way to 18, I need you to repeat then rounds number 15 to 18 4 more times. So I showed you on my little list and I checked it twice, is that that's what I would do and check it off. So I just did number 15, so I'm gonna check it, and then I'll do 3 single crochets in a row, and then 19 is the same as 15 when I'm looking at it up here, so I can just follow those instructions and check it. So I'm gonna meet you at number 34, at the end of number 34 in just a few moments from now, but I got a little bit of homework to do in the meantime. So I'm just gonna put on some music and enjoy, and I'll see you back here in just a second. When I last left you, I was telling you to check it off on your list, and so this is what it looks like at this time, and so you have all of these loops all the way to the top. So now we have to fasten off, and I'm gonna show you how to do that next, and then we have to start looping all these before we can proceed further. So now that's the really fun part. So as I mentioned, I've got everything that I need to get done, and I've already cut this yarn, and I'm just gonna pull it through. This is the only time I'm gonna show you the fastening off technique in today's video. So you're just gonna throw this through a tapestry needle. It's the best way to do it, especially if it's a wearable like this, especially if you have to wash it. And so you want to turn it to the inside of the project and just go along the inside of the stitches only. So don't be hanging out on the outside. So when you turn it over, you barely see that it's in there. So going over once. Okay, and when you pull on it, just pull taut but not changing the shape of your project. Go through twice, and then third time is the charm, which locks it completely. So what I want to do now is that I want to loop all those loopy thingies in, and I'm gonna show you some advice that's not on the pattern. So here comes the fun part. We're going to loop from the top of the hat all the way down sequentially, going all the way through. Now it doesn't say this on the pattern, but I have done this technique before. So when you look at it, you can see that it's a horseshoe shape. If you take this loop, just move your hand around and just flip it over once, it'll cross over. It does a nicer look at the very top piece. That's the only one that you have to do. It's just the top one. So it's gonna look like this, and just turn it just over. Then you're going to reach down to the next one. So those ones you don't twist, and you feed through the loop and just pull on it a bit, and then continue to feed through the loops all the way to the end. I find this part really quite fun to the point where I've actually literally pulled it out just to do it again because I loved it so much, because you know. Oh Lord. So what we want to do is that we want to go all the way to the base, and then we're just gonna let it hold there, because the next round we're gonna secure that into place when we go to crochet, but we have to have all these done first. Okay, so when we go to crochet, we're going to lock that into position. So starting back at the top for the next one, again look at it and give it a twist, and then start looping all the way. So let's do all these next, and I'll see you back here in just a moment. So now all of the braiding has been done, so all the cables. So they're all now holding for the next round as we're going to secure that into place. And let's begin round number 35. So round number 35 is similar to round number 15 in the sense that we have to pick up and do the numbers that is suggesting. So we have the small, medium, and large. So circle the number that of the size that you're working on. In my case, I circled 7 because that's the large. With the right side facing, join B with the first single crochet, with the single crochet the first one, and single crochet in the next, and then choose your number. So in my case it'll be 7. Inserting the hook in the first chain 12 loops, single crochet into the next stitch. So all it's telling us to do, we're not increasing at all, we're still using the 6.5 millimeter size K crochet hook, but the difference is that when we come across these loops on these particular stitches in the next one like this, it's just securing it with the single crochet in position. So let me show you how that's done. So I'm going to do a standing single crochet. It says to attach chain 1 single crochet in the first, but I'm just going to do a standing single crochet, and I'm attaching to the first one that we ended with. So we'll do this. So just put it onto the hook and put it over and pull through, and you have 2 loops, pull through 2. So it's stated to do a single crochet in the first single crochet, join with the single crochet in the first single crochet, which is this one, and it says single crochet in the next and choose the number. So in my case it'll be 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now what we have to do is that we have to grab this loop, insert your hook through that loop, and then start single crocheting in the next what we have. So single crochet in the next 8 it says. So single crochet that with the loop stuck into position. So that's 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And if you feel like it should have been in a different position, then by all means do it, right? So if you felt like maybe this is the wrong stitch it's in and you want to shift it, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. So just put it on there and you're going into that one. So that was starting with 1 again and go all the way to 8, and so you're essentially locking these into position. So go all the way around and I'll see you back here in a moment. So I'm coming all the way around to the end of number 35, and everything has now been locked into position. So doing my last one, and then I'm attaching. So I'm going to keep this same color going on for rounds number 36 and 37. The difference is that this hook is no longer available for us. We want to switch to a smaller hook so that we can tighten up this band a little bit. If you want to do rib stitching you can, so you can do that. If you want to do rib stitching you can just chain 3, double crochet in each round, and then start your front and back posts if you would like to. I'm not going to demonstrate that here, but that's always an option. So rounds number 36 and 37 are next, and then I'll be right back in just a moment. So round 36 and 37 is just chain up 1, and you're just going to apply 1 single crochet in each using a 5.5 millimeter size I crochet hook. This will tighten it up, and just go around and do 2 rounds of this with this color, and that will cover you then 36 and 37, and then we'll finish off with 38 and 39 with a different color to finish off. And if you don't want to change color, that's up to you as well. And I'll see you back here in just a moment. So do 36 and 37 now. I'm gonna leave a little tip for you here. If you feel like this is way too big for you and you made the wrong size, all you can just do is that every now and then just put 2 together as a 2 together single crochet. This is an intermediate level project, so you probably know how to do that already. So I would just consider like eliminating out a few stitches to tighten it up, and I would do it on this round here. This is round number 36. So then 37 and 38, 39 will all then just kind of fall in line. So you can do that at any point and just put 2 together and tighten it up a little bit, and then slip stitch when you get all the way around, which will be my case in just right now. So you can start your next round, and I would try to just eye it up and try it on as you go. And so round number 37 is just 1 single crochet in each again, and I'll see you back here in just a moment. I'm coming to the end of number 37, and I am just going to slip stitch. I am going to fasten off. I already showed you how to do that, and then all I need you to do then is do number 38 and 39. You don't need to see how that's done. So you're just gonna join it and then just do 2 rounds of single crochet, and then you're done. I'll meet you back here in just a moment. We're gonna talk pom pom. I'm gonna put a pom pom tutorial at the end of today's video. You can use a store made one, or you can actually do your homemade one too. That's up to you, or you can axe it off and not do it at all. So I'm going to show you how to apply a pom pom. So I have an extra long strand that's coming out through the base here. I double strand it just for thickness and for strength. And what I want to do is that I want to put this needle through this ready-made ball. So I would do the same thing. If you're doing a handmade one, you'll have the strands that you'll have left over, and you'll feed those strands through, and then you can tie it on the other side. So right here I can just feel the material. So if it's harder to get through, that means that it's gonna be really quite attached. Okay, so now I just pulled the strand through the ball and I wanna come to the opposite side. So see where it came out? See, this is the middle hole. I wanna come to the opposite side and then back down into the hat. I wanna pull through. So what I'm gonna do is equalize this yarn pretty much, and I'm gonna cut this like this. So at this point you wanna tie it onto the top of this hat. So just in the inside, just if you have extra long strands, you may wanna cut them down a little bit. And you wanna tie it into a bow tie. So using the two strands together, and what happens is if you gift this to somebody or they buy it from a craft show, they can just undo the tie, and the tie is on the inside of the hat, and therefore you'll have the pom-pom attached permanently, and this is a cool way to do. So this actually fits me, so I'm really nice and happy. I did do some decreasing as I mentioned in the tutorial, but right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you then the video on how to make the pom-pom from yarn itself, and this is it. So I'll see you later my friends, and have a great day. We hope to see you again real soon. Bye-bye. Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd as well as Yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today I'm gonna show you how to make a pom-pom with a pom-pom maker that you may find in a store. I picked this one up here in Walmart, and I know that they're in major craft stores across North America as well. So what this is that there's different sizes of pom-pom makers. This particular kit came with all 4 sizes, and when you open them up you realize that you think that they're broken because they're separate units like this, but in actual fact you have to have them separated in order to do it. So some people use for pom-poms, they use cardboard, or they could use their hand in order to make pom-poms. These I have to say they make one of the most perfect pom-poms you'll ever see. So today I'm gonna show you how to operate these, and it's the same operation for all sizes, and I will show you how to do that. So let's begin to show you. So just put the 2 sides, okay, the outside hinge is gonna be toward the outside and the other one is on the other side. Okay, match it up, use the divots to hold just like you see here, and just kind of pin it together. So you're going to do it in a way that is going to just hold it together as you do it. Okay, so it's just gonna be good, and they don't need to match each other up there. It's just as long as you're pinching here and it holds it, and it's just lightly holding it. Once you start wrapping it, it'll stick together without you having to hold it really quite tightly. So it's just a matter of starting this and getting it wrapped around a few times. So I'm gonna use my left hand to wrap, and all I want to do is fill in the space on this whole half side. So I'm not gonna jump over to the other side as of yet, and I just want to continue to wrap. So I'm gonna go right up to this edge, and I'm gonna go right up to this edge. Now you can either count it out if you want to, if you would like to be really super accurate with your counting so that it's equal on both sides of this tool, or what you can just do is just wrap it and make it look like it works. Okay, so because this is variegated, I'm kinda just jumping around a little bit, and what I wanna do is I wanna continue to wrap now, and as you get more and more it just sticks together on its own. So once you're satisfied with it, now you can just cut your yarn. So now I'm gonna jump to the other side and pinning those other two together. I'm gonna do the same thing and just start it and wrap again like I did the other side. So continue to wrap this side, and I'll see you back here in just a moment. Okay, once you're satisfied with it, all you just gotta do is trim this other yarn. So what you want to do now at this point is that you want to close this contraption. So just close it, and also open up these clips, and they are locking on to its neighbor but not opposite to each other. So just close it, so just lock it and lock the other side. So now the entire ring is now full, and now we're going to then separate these and being able to make the pom-pom. So the first thing that we need to do is that we need to grab our scissors next. So with the space that is existing in between, just like you see here, we're gonna run our scissors through, and we're just gonna start on one side and work our way to the other side. So just going right directly in half, okay, and we are just gonna gently cut. Okay, just do a few at a time if your scissors can't handle it. And you do not want to let this ring go. Everything is being held into place as you're doing it. Now the size of your pom-pom is varied on the size of this ring, but also how many times you wrap it as well. and you go right to the end. So you want to physically see this gap as you go. So now you're gonna go back to the other side. Do not let this fall apart on you. Again, holding everything together, and you're gonna do the other side now. There's nothing holding these rings together, so you kind of want to hold on to it at that point. So right now I'm about to hold, which I already am, and I go right to the end. So now the rings are actually completely separated from each other, but then it's still in the inside. So just gently put it down, and I need you to grab enough strand. Now if this material is not strong enough to be tied, then you got to use a different material in order to do the tie in the middle. So what I'd recommend for you is that grabbing the same amount of yarn, you're gonna want to tie about 2, 3, or 4 or 5 times in the middle in order to really get it to separate, or to get it to really be tight. So just grabbing your yarn, and what I like to do is that I like to use an extra strand of string as I'm being able to tie it to my project. So just slipping in between the two gaps, the gap spaces as you see here, and you can turn it around and just bring it to the other side, again being gentle about it, and just bring it through. And do you see the hinging here? There is a space, so the yarn will go in between that too, and you just want to pull it through. And so just you start to tie your little knot here. So just let's do that. So let's just put that through and really give it a good tug, and this is going on the inside of this. Pull it enough so that it's gonna form it, but don't pull it enough that it's gonna ruin it. So then I'm gonna go to the other side now, turn it over, and I'm gonna tie this side. So see how I just tied the other side? Now I'm gonna come to this side and tie this side, and I want to do that a few times. So I'm gonna use these 2 strands that are falling out as my tie strands to go to the project. So I want to keep those, and I don't want to damage these strings. So when I go to work with this, I'll leave them out. So I'm gonna tie one more time, and then we're gonna release this pom-pom from the tool. Okay, so there's my strand. So now I'm just gonna hold it by those 2 strands. So now I can open up the tool by just releasing these clamps on both sides, so they're on both sides of the work here, and all I can do is to open it up now, and it will release the pom-pom. So there's one out, and here's the other one coming out in a second, and there is my pom-pom. So now, holding it by the 2 strings so you don't accidentally cut it, now you just fluff it up. Okay, look how perfect that is. It looks nice and full, and you're just gonna take your scissors then, and just any ones that are just abnormally long, or just didn't sit right, or just kind of looks like it's not working well, then you're just gonna safely just trim it like this in order to form the pom-pom, like so. You can give it a good shake and look at it, and that's how you would create a pom-pom with that. So take this other than strands that are here, and you can attach it to the top of a hat really quite easily, and that's how you use all these kind of little tools. So the size of the tool then gives you the size of the pom-pom. So if you look at it from this point of view, see this pom-pom? It kind of matches that. So if you're looking for a bigger pom-pom, you can use a bigger tool like so. You'll have much bigger, and if you want smaller, then you just use a smaller, like so. So until next time, I'm Mikey on behalf of Yarnspirations as well as the crochetcrowd.com. Enjoy, and hopefully you enjoy your new pom-pom. We'll see you again real soon. Bye bye.